Today is Monday, September 28th, and this is my top 5 tech and gaming news stories. We're going to start off this one with a quick grab bag for Surface Duo users. It looks like Surface Duo may be in line for some camera-centric love. So MS Power User has an article up where they are reporting that the October update for Surface Duo will include a lot of enhancements and improvements for the camera. Obviously, the camera is something that's been a little lackluster in a lot of the Surface Duo reviews. Even I've spoken out about how while you can get some good shots out of it, it is not a great point and shoot, great picture every time consistently sort of camera. So this update, what they're saying is they're seeing something called Image Refiner. This may be some sort of AI-based automatic image optimizer, perhaps something like you've seen a lot of scene optimization, automatic scene detection, perhaps something like that is coming. Photo Solid, Microsoft was reportedly working on 3D scanning with the camera. Could be something related to that. Don't really know what Photo Solid means. Possibly something like that. Improved image stabilization, which is not terrible already, but an improvement's always better. ZZ HDR, which would be a live preview of HDR without any shutter lag. Currently, there is some shutter lag with the Duo, so that would be great to have that reduced. And then multi-frame support. Now, it's important on this news article in general, with any rumor, but in particular, this one here, we've got a Reddit post from Daniel Rubino, who is a big guy in the Windows community, Windows Central. He's saying they've not been able to verify these rumors, and it appears that they're getting this from debug info on the camera instead of actual insight or actual information directly from Windows. So take that with a grain of salt, as he mentions there. But if true, could be something really cool coming. Obviously, the camera is something they're going to have to work on, so it wouldn't be shocking to see if that were actually true. Another thing on the Duo camera front, though, also comes from Reddit. Reddit user Glad Bernard has reached out to several Gcam developers, and they are now beginning to work on a Gcam port for Surface Duo. Some Gcam mods for other phones will run on Duo, albeit not well. The aspect ratio is squished, the shutter button's up in the middle, and it does show some improvement from the stock camera. So if we can get Gcam to work correctly, maybe we don't even need Microsoft's update. Maybe this will do more. So do keep an eye on the Surface Duo subreddit. I will also be bringing anything I can have to you before that. I did post in here that I was more than willing to be a tester for this, so hopefully maybe they'll need more testers and I can at least verbally, give my reports on how it looks like it's coming along. As I said, a lot of Surface Duo news this morning to crack things open with. The Duo bumpers are now live in the Microsoft Store. Best Buy still shows them out of stock, but you can now begin ordering them from the Microsoft Store. So if you want something besides the stock white bumper, maybe you think that black would look pretty good on this blue background, or maybe the Glacier would accent it well. Maybe we're going to go red, get a little colorful. Well, $39.99, they are available in the store if you want to go ahead and start grabbing one of those. Jumping into the phone space, I talked recently about the OnePlus 8T. Looks like it's going to have 65 watt fast charging. That's incredibly fast charging. Well, it looks like the Galaxy S21 may actually support the same 65 watt fast charging. This leak comes from Galaxy Club, but it does look pretty darn good. You see a certification of a charger EP-TA865, and we do know that the Samsung EP-TA845 is a 45 watt fast charge. This certification seems to imply 65 watt fast charging. The one odd thing about this is that the current Galaxy phones, like the FE that was just announced, only has 25 watt fast charging, so it'd be quite the jump to go from 25 to 65. But we are seeing fast charging become a battleground in terms of these new phones, with OnePlus having 65 watt. Xiaomi has even shown off 100 watt fast charging. So perhaps Samsung is thinking 25 just isn't going to cut it. We have to keep up, and they're going to go to 65 to be able to play with the big dogs in terms of fast charging. Let me know what you guys think. Do you care about charging that fast? I'm using the Surface Duo, as I've mentioned a million times. It's 18 watt fast charging. 18 is not anywhere near 65. Doesn't charge super fast. I'm used to the 7 Pro, which was a 30-watt fast charger. I'm not bothered by the charging speed. Would I like to have 65 watts to just fill this thing up in, 15 minutes? Absolutely, that would be pretty great. How important is super duper fast charging to you guys? Let's talk about Super Mario 3D All-Stars. It looks like that game's launch will be the 3rd biggest game launch of 2020 in the UK. It sold more physical copies in 2 weeks than Marvel's Avengers did in 4. Now, some of this may be because of the limited window you have to buy your physical copies. In March, you won't be able to buy any more physical copies of this game. Rather strange. Actually, won't be able to buy any copies at all, digital or otherwise. So if you're a collector and you were looking to get this cartridge, you got to go ahead and get it. And it's been sold out in a lot of places. People have been kind of lukewarm as far as the reception to this collection goes. People felt like, hey, they just basically coded an emulator and up-resed a few textures, apparently with artificial intelligence. So they didn't even go in and rework things all that much. They just basically ran it through an emulator, and they're selling it to you for $60. Personally, I'm cool with it because it's 3 great games. $60 doesn't seem unfair for the amount of entertainment you're going to get out of those 3 games, especially if you've never played them before. Nonetheless, super impressive performance for a collection of 3D Mario games to sell as well as it apparently has. Sony's CEO Jim Ryan has said that the PS5's launch lineup of exclusives is by far the strongest Sony has ever had, even when compared to previous PlayStation launches. His statement reads, "We intend to keep that going and to love and respect the PS4 community, while at the same time recognizing that millions of gamers are ready to and want to move into a world of game experiences that are only possible on PlayStation 5. It was very nice to be able to demonstrate that. Again, here, Worldwide Studios is excelling, and the lineup of exclusive games either at launch or in the launch window is by far the strongest that we've ever had on any new console." Now, currently at launch, we've got Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Astro's Playroom, Demon's Souls, Destruction All-Stars, DMC5, Fortnite, Godfall, Miles Morales Spider-Man, Observer System Redux, and Sackboy: A Big Adventure. I don't know if I'm going to go out on that limb and agree that this is the strongest launch lineup they've ever had. I guess I'd have to go back and look and see how weak previous ones were, because this is not very strong. But maybe they've not been that good. I don't know. I feel like there's got to be something better than that. I mean, Valhalla looks cool. Demon's Souls looks cool. Spider-Man looks cool. Maybe Godfall. You've got 3, maybe 3, 4 games there that I think many people would care a whole lot about. What do you think? Is this PlayStation's greatest launch lineup in history, or is this a CEO talking up his product and trying to maybe, puff some air up in there a little bit? It looks as if this small indie game that you may have heard of called Among Us is responsible for a dramatic increase in Discord's downloads. Now, if you don't know what Discord is my app of choice and has been for a good while now in terms of voice chat on PC. I use it if I'm playing a game with my buddies. They jump in my Discord server. We jump into a chat room and we can talk to each other. It's awesome. Discord also does work on your mobile device. It's actually quite good on mobile. You've got your Discord server, you've got your friends list, you've got your voice chat room, so you can be on there talking to your friends, doing whatever you need to do. Well, apparently Among Us, which is on Android, super duper popular game. If you've not heard of it, I don't know how you've not heard of it. Well, if you look at the time that Among Us launched, look at that increase in downloads for Discord. 800,000 installs a day is what they're averaging right now. Absolutely incredible what a game made by a small group of people, an independent game, what kind of impact it can make when you have a truly great idea. I mean, look, Among Us is not this incredibly well-made game. It's kind of janky. It's a little bit odd sometimes. It's got a lot of rough edges, but the concept is so strong that even Discord, as a side effect, is having an incredible boom. Super cool. I love seeing positive stories like this. I love seeing a small indie game blow up and become a huge thing. I've got friends that are not gamers that are playing Among Us, all the time because they can't get enough of it. It's super entertaining. You should probably check it out. It is free on Android if you don't mind seeing some ads here and there. So go do what everybody else is doing. Go download Among Us, download Discord, and have some fun. So guys, that's all the news I have for you today. Be sure to check back every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for my top 5 tech and gaming news stories. And until that next edition launches, stay nerdy, my friends. If you enjoy my content, please consider becoming a Scary If Literal member. You'll get access to a whole bunch of emoticons to use with live streams and a shout out on an upcoming video. Thanks as always for your continued support.